Another meeting.
Is there any scheduled? No.
Jeff let me know.
Not yet, all right, Jack's working on some stuff, I know that, all right. Human Services Committee,
We're working on it.
trying to get a meeting scheduled. All right. Public Safety Committee,
When do we meet again, John? I'm lost.
I mean, can you set the schedule?
You said second Wednesday.
Second Wednesday.
Right, so that's this Wednesday. Okay.
so you're meeting tomorrow,
No, tomorrow's Tuesday.
or Wednesday, I'm sorry, you're meeting Wednesday.
Wow, really? Okay, yeah, Wednesday.
The second Wednesday,
That's, yes, that's
Thank you.
Wednesday.
all right. Public Works,
Yes, we had a meeting last Wednesday. John Jones was unable to attend because he is sick, and so it was Putman and myself. So basically it was just an informational meeting. Frontage road studies are still being worked on for the speed control there. As far as appointing the chair, we held off on that until we had the full committee. The franchise agreements, which have all been reported on, we have some situations where there's some sewer connections apparently in town yet that have not been connected. There's some problems with the way our code reads and so forth, so there's going to be some changes on that, and we're going to have to bring forward the total time limit we're going to allow them to get hooked up again and pursue that and get that problem corrected. Outside of that, there will be some realigning of the committees, the contract, small works contract roster and so forth, what staff is going to be able to approve without bringing it to the council. We have some unclear determinations on some of those, so they're being worked on. They will come back to committee and be brought to the council. That is it.
okay, questions? Thank you, Clint. Technology Committee,
We're scheduled to meet this Thursday. Do we have any agenda?
Third Thursday. Yes,
This is the
22nd.
15th on the little schedule below.
Well, that's right, that is first day 15th, you're right. Well, we can meet, I have something to talk to you about, so.
Oh my gosh, totally excited.
yes,
15th, 5 o'clock.
That's up on me.
okay, great. Park Board, do you have a report?
We held our annual park board meeting this last Tuesday, and I'll just give you some of my notes on it. First, we started off with a discussion regarding Kate, and then there was a motion regarding that, so you might see some information regarding that. There was some discussion about the chairs and the lease park fence. And we discussed Earth Day, and what came out of that discussion was we voted for the 25th that we will do some stuff that we usually do for Earth Day.
April?
Yes. And that was all that we discussed regarding Earth Day. And we changed our park board meeting date times. The time will be the same, 6 o'clock, and the next
6:30.
6:30, Thank you. And, it's on the third Tuesday of the month. I think that's all, at least, what I can see in my notes here.
Thank you. Questions?
Can I provide one more addendum to that?
Certainly. As a member of the park board.
Yes, as a member of the park board, the last couple of years, Mayor, council, great to see you again. I just wanted to point out a couple things. Since Lance, Jack, and Richard have been hired, it's been great to get information that we need to do what we need to do, and their participation, as well as your participation in the items like the Morgan property. It's been really great to have that participation, and you allow them to come after hours and help us and give us the data. So we are, another thing that we had on the list here was that we are looking for some information from all three gentlemen for our February meeting. And I assume that Paula has passed those questions on to them. Is that right?
I haven't passed the questions on.
Well, what we're expecting, so I'm not going to read all those things. But just be aware, gentlemen, that we are asking for some things, and Paula has those in our meeting minutes.
Okay.
That we're looking for them to assist us with some data. And again, the meetings are now going to be on the third Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Also, just to kind of go back on some other things that have been brought up about Kate, now that she's kind of clarified that she is a resident in her house at least a couple days a week, she owns this house, it's not being rented out, I would hope that there could be some reconsideration. I don't know if she has to reapply for the position or what has to happen. She's very valuable. We said in all those last years as I've sat in those meetings, she's the driving force. She has the history. She knows where all the parks are, what's going on. She's just invaluable, as she is for many things in this community. She's very involved with a lot around here. So I just hope that there could be some reconsideration of bringing her back online. Thank you.
Also want to add that the park board is looking for a youth representative, and we are also looking for more members and applications for members.
Excellent, thank you. And so, anybody that's interested in filling out an application for the park board can pick them up at the public works window. Okay, planning commission.
I guess I'm compelled to do this since I'm actually here.
Okay, John.
Let's see, planning. Well, it's nice to have a little bit more of an open slate rather than be working on all the cannabis issues as we had for a couple of years. It's also, and as that slate got cleaned off, Jack came on board. And Jack's got a whole slate of his own, which is great, things moving forward and everything. We're still trying to get things out of our parking lot that have been sitting around for probably 3 years, maybe more. Everything from the freeway sign district to, that's the one that pops out at me right now. I think that's one that we've had a few different people come and try to get that back, into play, because Jim Morgan had spent a lot of time on the research and the engineering for that. So that's something in our parking lot. There's several things there. We're still parts of the comp plan stuff that we have to get in tune with, and I think we're behind on a couple reports, but it is good to start to see us moving forward with new items, Jack introducing things that are cleaning up our codes, and I think you guys have taken some stuff off of our plates, which will free us up for more time. But other than that, things moving forward, and we're working really hard over there in that room over there.
You guys do work really hard. Thank you. I
Thanks.
appreciate it. Any questions for planning commission? All right, thank you. Pierce County Regional Council?
Very briefly, just to add to the mayor's comments already about the legislative agenda for the SR 167 refunding the Public Works Trust Fund account. They're also looking at, and it was discussed at the Transportation Coordinating Committee, that looking to acquire a dedicated funding source this legislative session for the Freight Mobility Board. So that's another piece that probably hear more about over this next session. And then I'll just wrap up with, we had a presentation from Sound Transit representatives just talking about kind of their year over the last couple of years and how they've accomplished their goals through the FT2 and the capital funding there. But they've had so much success, and that the population continues to increase in the three-county region, that they're looking at putting together an FT3 funding package. Now, that'll be going before the legislature this session, whether it gets traction or not. But as a county member of Pacific residents, that'll be something that you as residents and maybe elected officials too will have an opportunity to hear more about in the coming months. That's it.
Thank you. Questions? Thanks, Lynn. Okay, Sound Cities Association, our meeting is Wednesday night. I'll have more to report after that. South County Area Transportation Board. And I don't think they were able to make it. Basically, what happened is we just assigned Lance and Jack to be representatives on that, and that didn't get through until just now. And I think their meeting is the third Tuesday of the month, so the meeting. Okay, Valley Regional Fire Authority.
We meet tomorrow.
All right. Moving on to old business.